Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you. And I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Cool Fox, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, bro. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. This is Daquan Johnson, who was on the live by the police in Michigan, handcuffed, getting bit by dogs, and shot and killed in Michigan. That's horrible, people. That's horrible. This is horrible. This last week been an emotional roller coaster for our people. Young man was hung in Georgia, which I think that's what really happened. And this brother here was shot and killed by the police in Michigan for nothing. Tulsa, Oklahoma, what's up? Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from and put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from and put the coin in the chat. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Share the live, share the live. Cleveland, what's up? User 229, roll the corn. Florida Chief, appreciate the share, bro. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the coin in the chat. Roll the corn. I bow my head to my people. I love you and I'm in love with you. Alabama, what's up? A lot of stuff been going on. Lisa from Louisiana, roll the corn. Coach Fred, what's up, brother? GTF, what's up? A lot of stuff been going on with our people, man. This young man here on the live by the police in Michigan. The young man got hung in Georgia. So it's just a lot going on right now, man. And it's a very crazy time for our people. The more and more we think things are getting better, it's really not. They're really getting worse because they're taking a lot of laws. They're taking a lot of laws and they're putting a lot of new laws in place. They're putting a lot of new things in place to oppress our people even more. They're trying to take away our freedom of speech, our freedom of expression. The more and more you give, the more and more they take, right? I'm going to say it like that. They took our ancestors' land. Now they sit here and give us some type of organization over us and take our laws away. And this got to stop. It's too much. It's too much. So as I speak for my people, man, we got to get together and do something. We got to get together and do something very powerful real soon, y'all. I think during the spring break, I think we need to get together and do some stuff. And I've been thinking of some ideas. So I'm going to let y'all know about the ideas this week. A place to meet up at where everybody can kind of get to the same spot. It ain't too far from everybody. And get together, man. So I'm going to let y'all know about that this week. Carl Macon, what's up? Once the spring hits in a couple of weeks, warm back up a little bit, I'm going to try to find a meeting spot, mounds or a park or something like that, because I got to meet back up with y'all again, like I did in Ottawa, Georgia. I want to meet up with the people again, man. This year I got to meet up with the people a lot more. We got to do a lot more hands-on stuff, a lot more in these cities and in these places where things like this happen, like with this young man. So that's what I'm focusing on coming up soon is meeting up with the people once again, a couple of more times before the year is out. So that's what I'm on. Now, today, y'all, I want to talk about code breaking, right? I broke a code. Well, I'm gonna say Friday or Saturday, but I'm just not going live. But I just broke a code, people, and this code is so powerful that it's like everything I've been teaching is falling into puzzle pieces and falling into place, right? Now, what I'm going to show y'all is something that they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know this because this goes right back to the original truth of who our people are on this land, right? Let's go back to the original truth of who our people are on this land. Now, we all know about my great grandmother was Choctaw, Chahta, in Mississippi, tobacco farmer, right? Now, when I take that information and do my genealogy, and I never seen nobody came from Africa, I never seen nobody come from no other countries, I never seen us mix with no other people. All I see is 240-some family members, Choctaws, on their own land farming corn, cotton, majorly tobacco fields, peas, figs, all this stuff at this farm. Who are these people? What is the original names of the names where we get these names from? Everything come from somewhere, right? Where do we get these names from? And then I get a download of where it come from. Let's keep going. And this is exactly what this word means. Watch this. Now, roll the corn. Roll the corn. Let me show y'all something. Now, Chahta and Choctaw. Choctaw is the native language name for the people, while Choctaw is an anglicized version. Anglicized version. I'm tripping. Anglicized version. Now, roll the corn. Let me show y'all something. Now, anglicized is made in English in form of character, right? Anglicized is made English. That's what anglicized means, made English. So Choctaw is made English from another word. Choctaw is not the original word. No word near it. You get it? Now, when I break this down, I'm going to be the first person to ever explain to y'all what Choctaw really means. The real version. Coming from ancestors, not no book. Coming from a teaching of my people. Watch this. Choctaw is Choctaw. Choctaw is English. Where does Choctaw come from? Because this is kind of the word they're using, but where does this come from? Choctaw. Iksa. Clans. Moatites. Okla. Hanala. Okla. Falaya. Shak Chukla. Okay. Okay, roll the coin. Now, Shakla is where Choctaw or Chahta comes from. This is the word, this is the original word that my great-grandmother used to say. I couldn't spell it because I was young, but as I grew older and kept listening to that replay over and over in my head, what is the real word she was saying? Shakla. Okay. Referred to is, roll the coin, Shak Chukla, Iksa, Shakchi Huma Okla, Shakchi Huma Okla. Okay. Shak Chukla is Iksa, were descendants of the Choctaw people who became a part of the broader Choctaw social organization. Shakla. Let's keep going. Now, what the fuck does that word mean? What that word mean? This is the word that Choctaw, then Choctaw, came from. What that word mean? What y'all think? What y'all think? Now, if I've been telling y'all the whole time that Hebrew comes from agriculture, shouldn't that word be some type of agriculture? If I've been telling y'all for 3 years that this Paleo-Hebrew language came from agriculture, people from America, what you think they got something to do with? This finna blow y'all mind. This finna blow your mind now. Choctaw, the Choctaw people. Roll the coin. Agra translates the Hebrew to Choctaw. Agricultural farmers. Bro, listen to me, y'all. When I deciphered this 2 days ago, this shit broke my heart. I didn't even want to go live this weekend, people. These people have taken our ancient Hebrew name and turned it into a fucking Native American word. Choctaw is agriculture. Choctaw means the agriculture people, the farming people, the original Hebrews. Now, like I just said, my great-grandmama is red-skinned, farming tobacco, watching the moon, talking about Choctaw and Balbancha and goddamn all these other words I don't know what they mean. Chewing tobacco, hair straight, red Indian. And she come from Choctaw, ancient word for agriculture, farming. And that's exactly what they were doing when they got their land took. Now, I ain't no motherfucking Moor. I ain't no motherfucking Muslim. I ain't no FBA. I ain't no AAU. I ain't no USA. I ain't none of this shit. Roll the call. I ain't none of that. Choctaw come from shock la people, the agriculture people. That's Hebrew. This is why they changed the name of the tribes, people. Got us right here talking about some Choctaw. That is anglicized English. Let's go back. Let's go back. Choctaw. Choctaw is a specific group that merged into the larger Choctaw nation. This is the original word. Facts. Choctaw is anglicized version. Facts. You took our name, enslaved the real ones, then act like we some damn Africans. You hunter-gatherers. You made the real prisoners of war, then act like. Now, these Native Americans got Choctaw from trying to be these people. Choctaw, Choctaw. It's a cultural assimilation of these Hebrews. Now, when I go through history, everywhere our people landed on the fucking planet, this happened to them. Everywhere they went. This just didn't happen in America. Don't just think I'm just talking about the South. I'm talking about everywhere. The real people of Jerusalem, culturally assimilated. The real people of Samaria, the Fertile Crescent, culturally assimilated. The real Chinese, culturally assimilated. The real Egyptian, culturally assimilated. The real damn Phoenician, culturally assimilated. The real Cretan, culturally assimilated. The real Choctaw, Choctaw, Hebrew, culturally assimilated to Choctaws. The real Muskoka, Muskogee, Creek, culturally assimilated. Shit sad. This is the real word on y'all. Screenshot this. Screenshot this word right here. And don't you, if you talking about you Choctaw, you better go learn everything you can about this. Because this your real culture. And that's Hebrew, big dog. Choctaw. Now, let's break down the rest of it. Shakchi, Huma, Okla. Shakchi, Huma, Okla. Sachi is Choctaw. Chahta. Huma is red people. Huma is red. Okla is tribe. Okla is tribe or nation. Choctaw, red nation. Choctaw, red tribe. That's where Oklahoma come from. Oklahoma. The red people. The Choctaw. Go look it up. Go look it up. You think I'm lying? Go look it up. Roll the coin. Now, hold on. Now, hold on. Roll the corn. Hold on. Hold on. Put the corn in check. Let me clean this off. Now, this beautiful red skin, tobacco growing Choctaw with 50 acres of tobacco fields. This is the Hebrew bloodline of our ancestors. Right here, this man right here. Yes. Roll the corn. Look. That's them same damn people on them damn mound artifacts. That's them same people on them mound artifacts right there. Right there. Them ain't no goddamn Native Americans. Now, if Choctaw come from agriculture, and my great-grandmama sitting in the middle of Mississippi saying Hebrew words, growing crops to the stars and the moon, calling herself a Choctaw or Choctaw, roll the corn. I want y'all to remember this word. Agra translates to Hebrew. Choctaw, agriculture. Truth now. Do it mixed with Choctaw? Yes. Yes, it does. Let me show you it go together. Go right with it. Choctaw. What it is. Associated with Choctaw. Don't think I'm making this shit up. See, the difference between me and somebody else, my people taught me this. You can't read this in no book. You can't decipher this out of no book. You can't go down in the U.S. Congress and be typing up bullshit trying. Now you can't find this receipt come from ancestral thoughts. I'm just telling you what it says. I would have never knew this if I didn't learn this from my damn people. See, when you learn it from your people, it's different. It hit different. Because now you got a different understanding of what they're talking about. You got to understand what this stuff really based in instead of speculating what you think it is. I don't speculate a motherfucking thing. I ain't on here speculating every day. My people taught me this. That's why truth now is different. I ain't reading no book by Thoth. This my Thoth right here. This my Jaguar Balaam. This Thoth. This goddamn, this the mother goddess. This the teacher. Real flesh and blood, not no book and mythology. I ain't the other cats. I got real people who come from that. Who taught that in the household. Hunter-gatherer. That's why you can't lie to me. You can't tell me I'm no damn Hebrew Israelite from Israel. Can't tell me that. Can't tell me I'm no Muslim. You can't tell me I'm no Moor. I'm Moorish. You can't tell me that. How? How? And somebody who really cared about me told me my truth. You just lying trying to sound cool and knowledgeable. She ain't have to lie. So I'm riding with her all day. I ain't riding with that bullshit. I'm riding with her until this shit is over. I don't want to hear none of that. Moorish, nah, we don't want to hear that. I never heard these folks say nothing about no Moor or no African in their life. It's not their business. It's not their bloodline. You get it? Now, Choctaw is agriculture. The agriculture people. The Hebrew agriculture people. Of the southeast of America, whose name was anglicized to a English version. You get it now? This is why I can't be on here talking about I'm no FBA. I would disrespect her. She didn't say she was found that was black. She's Choctaw. The fuck is black, nigga? She ain't never say that. You think I care about a perm head dude trying to tell me that I'm black? And my people told me who I was? You can't tell me nothing, Mr. Perm. Can't nobody tell me nothing. The preacher can't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. This the only person that can tell me something. That's it. I don't hear shit else. Roll the corn. I'm down with that. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We ain't got to talk about that no more. Let's keep going. Now, the Choctaw, right? Same stuff. Red crawfish people. Muskogean stock residing along the upper Yazoo and Yallabusha rivers in Mississippi. Related to the Chickasaw, Choctaw. All these people come from the same bloodline. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. They were subsequently incorporated into the Chickasaw and Choctaw tribes. Incorporated? What the hell is incorporated? You don't get incorporated into no tribe. Nobody but a hunter-gatherer. The fuck? Of a company or an organization formed into a legal corporation. See, the hunter-gatherers turned Chickasaw and Choctaw to a legal corporation. Now we got niggas on the internet talking about the Choctaw own my people as slaves. Now the organization under the government own your people as slaves, nigga. Not the real Choctaw. Don't get on here teaching all that old Moorish. No. This is a corporation. So now, that's why I always told y'all, I'm not trying to sign up with these people. They are the fucking police. It's a corporation. When my grandmama was a Choctaw, it wasn't no damn corporation. There was a bloodline. So why I got to go over there and try to be like them? Faking and shaking and bullshit. No. I ain't got to do all that, bro. I ain't got to sign no paperwork. Do none of that. I ain't got to feel like I'm supposed to feel. I ain't got to do all that. That's doing too much. Let's go sign up. Sign your little tribal name. You a Chickasaw, you a Cherokee, but you can sign up for the Choctaws right here. What the fuck? That's like a vice lord going to sign up with the gangster disciples. It don't work like that. Motherfuckers just signing tribal paperwork. Ain't got nothing to do with their bloodline. Just, oh, y'all got to try it where I sign up at. Give me a pen. You stupid. You want to be cool that bad? You want a friend that bad? You a friend in need, huh? Oh, friend in need ass niggas. We need a friend in need. But come here, man. We know you the police. Let me sign up with your tribe. Come here, man. We know you're half white. Let me sign up with your tribe. And let me sign up with y'all over there. Under the Meta-Netter. Fucking lames. Look, bro. Roll the corn. Whenever you get to teaching that paperwork about an incorporated tribe, I don't even want to talk to you. My people come thousands of years before a piece of paperwork was written with their name on it. You hunter-gatherer, you're not teaching nobody. You're a fraud. You're a fraud, bro. Roll the corn. Now, our grandmama and them come from these bloodline right here. And it's a lot of people trying to be these people. It's a lot of people trying to be them chosen people of nature right there. And it ain't they people. So you can't get on here and explain it like I'm going to explain it. Because you're not connected, bro, to the people, the land, the teaching. You don't know nothing about what the fuck you be talking about. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Oklahoma. Oklahoma, red tribe, the red people. People, tribe, nation, Oklahoma. Hold on. Let me show you where Homer come from. This ain't no Native American shit. Folks ain't creating none of these words. What's wrong with these niggas? Roll the corn. Homer, Oklahoma. Let me show you what that is. Let me show you exactly what that word is. So you will never forget this shit. What they say right there. Huh? Hama, Hebrew. Homa, Hebrew, brown. 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 Not pink, not white, not yellow, not native, not fake ass, brown. Oklahoma, the brown tribe. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is tribe, people, or nation. Homa is brown. Lord, roll the corn. Shakla, Hama, Oklahoma. Choctaw, brown tribe. Do you get it? Brown, nigga. Brown. Not native white. The word is still mean brown to this day. Roll the corn. I can't teach you no better. How better can I assist my people? Now let's keep going. Cut through the bullshit. I'm through playing now, bro. I'm cutting through all the bullshit. This shit don't even make no sense. Now, Oklahoma, people, tribe, nation. Now, let's go here. Now, bet Itza. Let's go look at another receipt. Now, Ixa. Right? You see that? Ixa. Let's go back and look. Ixa. Shachukia Ixa. Shakla. Choctaw. Ixa is a Hebrew word. You see? Shakchi, Choctaw, Huma, Okla, brown people. Now, Ixa. Ixa. Let's go look over here. Ixa. Roll the coin. Right here. Ixa. Bet Ixa. Where that's it? Where it's at? Put in the chat. If the Choctaw is saying Ixa, and you got a city called Bet Ixa in Jerusalem, who put the motherfucker there? Who language that is? See, this shit way deeper than what you think it is. Jerusalem. Who the people who brought it there? Huh? Ain't the same damn language? Y'all niggas know Hebrew now. I done taught y'all. I done taught y'all Hebrew now. Bet is house. Bet is house. Ixa. Bet Ixa in Jerusalem. Palestine. The real people that were there. Now, if Jerusalem is called Bet Ixa, house, okay. Now let's go back to Choctaw Ixa. Why are the old Choctaws and the damn Hebrews saying the same motherfucking word? See, they thought I was crazy. Truth not crazy, taught all the Hebrew shit. Bro, listen. The people in the Mississippi were saying the same goddamn words the people in Jerusalem on the Holy Land were saying. Why? Somebody explain it to me before I keep going. Why are they saying the same words? Let's use common sense. Huh? Where the motherfuckers get them words from over there? They ain't know nothing about this. They're the same bloodline. They're the same bloodline. I would die and get put in the dirt right now if it ain't the same bloodline. Because ain't no way in the hell in 2000 BC, motherfuckers speaking the same thing in Mississippi that they speaking in goddamn Jerusalem. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no books, ain't no computers, ain't no boats. Y'all say ain't no boats, ain't nothing. What a connection is. Our people left here and took that over there. I got some more receipts for y'all. Let's keep going. It all makes sense. Now, I told y'all, bet means house. Bet is house, tent, family. Bet, Ixa. House of God over there, but it's the house of nature over here. It's the house of God over there because they need a God. All we had was a great spirit. And the great spirit wasn't no idolaters. They didn't idolize nothing. We just talked about the great spirit of the creator, Mother Earth and the skies and the wind and the grass. Everything is the great spirit. They needed a God over time. So they God and our great spirit nature's people clashed. And we lost as of right now, but we gonna get it back. We lost over time, we lost over there because we was on their land. Then they build it up and bring it all the way back to the homeland in the 1400s. Now, let's keep going. Now, Bet Ixa, all Hebrew, Choctaw was saying Ixa. Let's keep going. Bet Ixa, Jerusalem. Archaeological excavations in Bet Ixa uncover remnants of an ancient settlement. Ancient settlements, Bet Ixa, our people. Our people were there first. You get it now? This is what I've been teaching y'all the whole time. The archaeological finds of the ancient people is Bet Ixa. It ain't them people that's there now. It was us. It was our bloodline. It was our bloodline had the first people to create a boat and take that language and agriculture to these towns off the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. You get it? Let's keep going. Coastal plain to Jerusalem, right? Let's keep going. Ixa, Palestinian village in Jerusalem. Itza is a Palestinian village in Jerusalem. Palestinians? Do y'all want to see the real Palestinian? Do y'all want to see how the real Palestinian look? On the ancient artifacts. This ain't no guessing work. Let's go look. Whoa. Sea people, Palestinians, Palestinians. Look at them goddamn feathers. See what I'm talking about? Now you see what I'm talking about? This the same damn Choctaw bloodline. Same Mayan bloodline, same old Mick, same all that shit. Over there on their land, rocking feathers on the walls of the murals. You get it now? Now let me blow this up and show you overall who these people are. Overall, Canaanites, Palestinians, they look exactly the damn same. They are the same people. Canaan, tribes, sea people, Palestinians, same damn people, just on different lands. Now, truth. Now, when you see the feathers, you know it's us. The Sumerian wore feathers. Them ain't no goddamn Arabs. The Sumerian rocked the feathers. The Cushites rocked the feathers. The Puntites rocked the feathers. The Canaanites rocked the feathers. The Phoenicians rocked the feathers. The Cretans or the Captorim, Keftur, rocked the feathers. These are different tribes coming out of one of them damn tribes they're talking about in the Bible. We is the only land with tribes, people. See, this how dumb they fucked our people up. Timeri is the only land with tribes. Think about it. What other land got tribes in ancient times? Name me some. You can't. What's the tribe of the Chinese? They ain't got name. It's really us. What's the European tribe? Huh? Why they ain't talking about ancient African tribes? Huh? Why they ain't talking about no ancient African tribes? Hold on. See, that way, this common sense. This common sense. Let me show y'all something. What they tribes is? Okay. What other tribes is? See, you gotta start thinking logically now. Fuck the bullshit. Igbo. Igbo don't appear in no goddamn Bible. Where is Igbo in the ancient text? Talking about Aryan, Aridi. Where the hell is Igbo? Old tradition of some researchers link Igbo people to biblical tribe of Israel, particularly through Gad. Okay. Tribe of Gad, that's cool. But where the fuck is Igbo? We know Gad. Oh, y'all come off Gad, huh? Everything is coming from these American tribes, bro. Gad is not no African tribe. Y'all can stop that shit. Roll the coin. If Igbo come off of Gad, y'all got that shit from us. I'm sorry. See, you Africans, y'all don't have no fucking culture like y'all think y'all do. Until I go back and prove where the tribe of Gad came from. Now Igbo looking like our shit. Which I will do in the next couple of days, hunter-gatherer. Just to show y'all I'm the truth like that. Y'all better start showing respect to us, your ancient ancestors who had knowledge. And I ain't just trying to say that just to be funny. Y'all gonna have to start showing some respect to y'all teachers. Oh, we finna get the paddle out on y'all. Roll old school. Pull the paddle out. Cause y'all tripping. Acting like y'all created all this stuff. Y'all didn't create all that shit. Now, ancient Palestine people, the sea people, are the same people as the Canaanites, the Phoenicians. Visited America in the Bronze Age. Nigga, we ain't visit America. Nigga, we from America. We don't visit nowhere and find no copper. We found the copper before we left that motherfucker the first time. Oh, we just come from, they were trying to act like the Phoenicians came from the Mediterranean and found copper in the Great Lakes. Their ancestors already knew where the copper was. They were just coming back to what they already knew. Don't come there with that old dumb shit. It don't even make no sense. Big as this country is, they just pull right up to the copper. Oh, we just gonna sail over there in West and just hopefully we find some copper. These ain't no dummies like that. Ancestors already pointed them to the copper. Let's keep going. Let's get in the books a little bit. William Penn, people. William Penn is who opened up. William Penn is the guy who opened up the Penn Museum. William Penn is the guy who opened up the Penn Museum in Philly, right? Let's keep looking. Watch this. Muskogee tribe. Why would they say? Why would he say now? Muskogee tribe, 1889, representative of the Muskogee tribe, concerning the legends of his people. He replied, the chief said, they are in the Old Testament. The Muskogee chief in 1889 told William Penn, hunter-gatherer ass, that his ancestors is written in the Old Testament. Right there. Oh, you want to know about my ancestors? Go read the Old Testament, you hunter-gatherer. I'm gonna start telling y'all want to know my language, go read the Old Testament. You want to know my people bloodline? Go read the Old Testament, Native American. Go read it. Them our ancient fucking stories. So I told y'all them was our stories from over here. They just took them. We've been telling them stories for thousands of years. They took them stories, written them down, and put them in a book. That's all what happened, bro. These is nighttime stories we were telling our damn descendants and kids. Y'all heard it somewhere, or we wrote it down, and y'all put it in y'all books. Tribes come from this land. You get African tribes thousands of years after our tribe. After we made it over there, then you get African tribes. Ain't no ancient African tribes. Where they at? Point them out so I can tell y'all who they really is, where they get this shit from. Point an African tribe out so I can show y'all where they got the little knowledge they do got from. I'm built like that. Point them out. South Africa, West, point them out. Let's keep going. And if y'all are the ancient tribes, where are y'all literature? Well, y'all ain't got no big ass Hebrew stuff written on the wall nowhere. Why? Where y'all pyramids at? Where's all the shit that they go along with their culture? I can't find it. Now, he said, the chief said, if you want to know my history of the Muskogee tribe, you need to go to the Old Testament, big dog. Muskogee Creek. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. You get it now? Do you get it now? That's who that is. Take your ass to the Old Testament and read about Abraham now. Go read about Issachar and Gad and Reuben, nigga. Them our tribes. Them is not y'all tribes. Them our tribes who left here and took that shit over there. Not the other way around. Don't get this messed up. Let's keep going. Receipts. Compelled to believe that the continent of America and each of the other continents had their aboriginal stocks. America and these other continents had their own aboriginal stocks, people. Like I taught y'all. Tamari has their original man. Africa has its original man. Europe has its original man. You get it? Not the same. The land produces people. The land produces people. Abarashoni, the original man of Tamari, the brown man, Homa man, Oklahoma. Put together. Homa is brown. The original brown man of America was in a tribe, Oklahoma. You get it? Our people are the original people of this land. Don't try to act like everybody come from no damn Africa. Every continent has their own native stock of people. Stop saying Yahshua created the white man and say the snow ground or the primitive or the land that came after us created them people. You see the difference? Ain't no Yahshua created, ain't no big head alien created nothing. The earth created their ass. They just was some runts. You get it? The first litter came out scratching, biting. Then you have a runt litter on the other side of town. Jumping out of the box. He ain't trying to fight. He jumping out the box. I ain't scared as fuck. The original litter is standing just like this. Let the chain off, I'm finna tear your ass up. Soon my owner let the chain off, I'm finna tear your ass up. I'm built for this shit. See the difference? You got some runts that came way later than us, and you got the real original big dog who don't even bark. He just bite. Y'all over there barking. Soon you get over there by there, they jumping out the box. They not the original. Recessive genes. After us. Mutations. Mutts. They mix with lab and goddamn Labrador Retriever and Poodle and goddamn, we straight up 100% top gator top and bottom pit bull. See the difference? Quit letting these space alien reptilian niggas teach you that they created a white man. They didn't. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got the knowledge or the power to create a being. You can sit there and lie all you want, Muslims. Go lie to y'all people. Don't lie to me. My people told me we come from the earth. They come from that motherfucker too. Just way after us, and they was mutated with some other shit. We came out pure, they came out fucked up. We straight drop, they water whip. We 28 grams of cocaine, they 10 grams of cocaine with 22 grams of soda. You get it? So I gotta talk to y'all like some niggas in the hood. They cut. They what mutation mean, you cut. You got cut on you. Ain't no cut on me. Skirt, 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 skirt. Gucci man. Skirt, hey, skirt, skirt, skirt. Scrape the side of the pot. Get all the grams you can. Skirt, 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 skirt. That's who they is. We, on the other hand, put just a drop of soda in there just to lock this shit up. Us, on the other hand, we get the bowl, we drop just enough soda to make it lock. That thing, we know that shit busting out this shit hard as a brick. Roll the corn. We don't even need no fucking egg beater. around and hit that shit, your ass is out of there. You like, woo, I don't even want no more of that, man. I'm gone. That thing there. There are them other people, they keep buying that shit. They can't even get high. You see the difference? We straight drop. Only reason you throw soda in there with us is to keep us together. I gotta explain it so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Roll the corn. Now, different lands have different stocks of people. Europe and Africa and all that shit over there got different stocks. Over here, we are the brown stock. Simple. We're not the jet black stock. We're not the Spanish stock. We're not none of that goddamn Mongolian stock. We are the brown stock. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. I gotta teach it like we teach this shit in the hood. Let's keep going. Now, check this out. North American Indians. They refers us to the Jews, right? Roll the corn. North American Indians are not idolaters. They are not idolaters, people. They appeal at one to the Great Spirit. One Great Spirit, that's it. We ain't no motherfucking idolaters. We ain't out here talking about no praise the Thoth, the high God. Praise to Osiris. We don't do that shit over here. Take your Egyptian ass over there with it. We not idolaters. Just one Great Spirit. Nature, water, the earth, the wind, the stars. Just one Great Spirit is the creator. That's it, nature. Now you get to talking about Satan and the devil and goddamn Baal and see you using our words to make them evil, but we not scared of that shit because we don't even know nothing about it. We talking about the Great Spirit of nature and our Great Spirit that goes along with nature's Great Spirit, and it matches right up, and we are in balance and harmony with each other. You get it? That's the end of that. Don't make that no harder than what I just told you. No idolater. We don't idolate nothing. Nothing. Right? Ancient. Here we go. I think that Deciphering said to be the Indians have the Council of Medicine. The Council of a Medicine House. Sacred places. Now, the Saint Tarim, I think. Now, let me show y'all something. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Let's go through the rest of these. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We know the truth now. You're not idolaters. Let's go here. The Indians elsewhere, like the Jews, they are the favorite people of the Great Spirit, right? And despised of their marriages, the Indians, as did the ancient Jews, uniformly wise by giving presents. And in many tribes were very closely like other forms of ceremonies of their marriages, right? They would get married, people, bringing presents to the marriage. Ancient people persecuted at every man's hand against them, like the Jews. Let's keep going. It don't say nothing about no 12 wives. This shit don't say nothing about no 12 wives. All that old Arab ass, what they call them niggas? All that old super sexual, I need 12 wives and 4 women in the house and all that old Arabian ass hunter-gatherer. That is not us. Quit trying to put that Muslim Middle Eastern teaching on the original people. We had one wife. If you got married again, the chief had to say you could do it. You ain't running around here with no 5 or 6 goddamn wives. Y'all boys are some horn dogs. Horn dog ass Muslims. Khalid Shalah, one of the 18 wives. Khalid Shalah. Fuck all that. That's not my culture, bro. Damn, you might think about it for a second, but you be like, nah, that shit ain't right, man. Nah, man. Y'all in here with coats, why y'all got, no. See, y'all got hunter-gatherer wives. See, this the difference. You can marry 3 or 4 hunter-gatherers. You can't marry no 3 or 4 real American women, bro, at one time, bro. Don't you know you finna get your head bust in the house? You can marry some African, a bunch of Africans, a bunch of Middle Easterns, a bunch of Caribbeans. I mean, not Caribbeans, but a bunch of, and I ain't trying to down talk to these people, but you can marry a bunch of women that need you, bro. They need you. They need your house, your food. They need your security. This is time married, bro. You not finna stick 5 of them in one house. You better have $1 zillion. Cause that little million ain't gonna do it with 5 of them. You gonna be broke in a year. 5-time Americans on your ass? No, we can't even do that over here. No. Go buy one of your wives something nice and don't bring the other 4 something in the house. Go get one of them a Rolex or something and don't get the other 3 one. What happened to your ass over here? Oh, but she's my first wife. Nigga, fuck that. Everybody get a Rolex. You can't do that over here, bro. These women are not weak like that. These women are mother. These folks is strong. These folks not just finna sit back and let you get another girl on Rolex in the corner. They not finna do that. So take that Middle Eastern ass shit back over there. One of them is too much for one of us anyway. Yeah, they're going to take the whole house. They're going to be living in there. Your ass going to be kicked out. You got divorced. You kicked out. Now it's 4 women in there partying in your mansion, and you got kicked out. You on the outside looking through the window. Play that shit over here. Roll the coin. Okay, let me give y'all an example. Now I got to get messy. Now I'm finna get messy, but I don't care because it's a great example. The girl Portia from Housewives had the African with the bankroll, took the bankroll, sent the nigga back to Africa. Roll the coin. See, y'all can't come over here and play with these people like that, bro. Portia got the bag and was like, look, ice. Portia called ice on the nigga. Portia was like, look, ice, this ice, I don't think the nigga got a passport. Yo, I just got the divorce him, got the money. Y'all on the way to get him? Yes. Thank y'all. You can't play with them Americans like that. You gonna get you really we them people don't want to finesse, but they will, bro. Once they see you a finesser, see, we lay back and play our position. But once we see that y'all gonna do us like that, that's when you got to go home now, bro. Now imagine you would have tried to bring some more wives up in there with Portia. It wouldn't have worked, bro. Portia is not a poor African, bro, who just finna get into a platonic relationship like that with 5 women. Now, if he was in Africa, he would have had all type of wives with the money he had. You see the difference? Can't do that over here, big dog. We don't come from that. You do that shit over here, you gonna be poor. Divorced, looking stupid under a bridge. Roll the call. Let me get back. I'm just talking shit. Y'all know I be trying to make y'all laugh now. This shit just funny. But it's true. It's true. Now, roll the call. So these people saying the Indians are like ancient Jews. The Indians as did the ancient Jews. Same stuff. Because they are the ancient people with their teaching. They are the ancient people. The stories come from them. They're what people don't understand. Let's keep going. The Indians, full of confidence and kindly feeling, concerted to sign, and here appeared the wonderful yet startling observation made by Bishop Gray. Javeh is the Hebrew word meaning Jehovah, word held in such awe by the children of Israel and claimed by scholars too sacred to pass the lips of man that even the correct pronunciation. Now, Javeh, Seminoles. The Seminoles were saying Javeh. Seminoles, Javeh. Let's go look. Now, Yah or Jah, I am, Almighty, Hebrew Bible. But they're not saying that to be religious. They're not saying Yahweh to be religious. They're talking about the great spirit they believe in. Not the Christ, not the Jesus, they're talking about the great spirit. The great spirit is connected to the universe, to nature, to things like that. See what I'm talking about? They were saying the same words. Let's keep going. Now, I hate these receipts because they won't show right on this messed up screen I got. But I want y'all to realize what this word is right here. Right? So you're going to see, you see pal. You see this right here. Pasal, right? Pasal is in this paragraph, but I don't want to go through it because it's so tight. Pasal is like singing and rejoicing. Pasal, singing and rejoicing. That became the word palms. I never cite my sources. I got so many, bro. If I cite out these sources, it's gonna be the lab will be 8 hours. Cause I'm going through different books so fast because the knowledge go together. So I just but I will start reciting them though. You're right. That's not research. Is you crazy? You blocked. Recite this block. How about you recite that block you just got? Let's go see where the source of that block came from. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Damn, you got a whole resource then, didn't you? Now, we talking about this Pasal. Yeah, before I was rudely interrupted. Pasal, right there. Now, the people were saying that our people were saying like pasals, like songs of like verses of like songs they would sing, right? And pasal is palms, people. Now, it's very interesting. Palms in the Bible. Pasal, ancient American Indian. Same word. Same word. Hymns, poems, songs, lyrical prayers in biblical time. Now that's interesting. Now you know what to go research when you're looking at this stuff, the real words, what they was really doing, where this stuff come from. So once you understand where things come from, you can't be tricked no more by these people trickery of the words, right? Now Pasal is in this receipt. But I hate the way they got my screen set up, so they changed my TikTok around, but screenshot this. It's a lot of good information in there. They're talking about a whole lot of stuff in this part. But I just hate these tight receipts. I can't really see it. So it had Pasal in there, right? And it was written by Gilbert Greenbard, right? He was a biblical scholar You say I'll never quote he just said I'll never quote myself, and then the ancestors be like, give him the damn who wrote the shit. Gilbert Gene Broad wrote this about the American Indians. Biblical scholar, Hebrewist. That's who wrote that. Now go look him up and read what he said about the melanated American Indian. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, let me show y'all what it says. It says before Mahomtain. Everything these people were saying, the word that they were saying, right, is right there. Mahomtain writes, right? It was doubtful, probable, also that the Altain writes, right there. It was saying that our language was older than the Mahomtain writes. Now, Mahomtain writes is Muslim stuff. Look. Mahomtain, Islamic rites. So what he's saying in that book, the language the American Indian was saying is way older than Mahomtain rites that's used in Muslim teachings. That's older than Moors. That's older than Islam. It's older than all this Prophet Muhammad Madan, and it's older than that. I just had to show y'all that because some people be coming at me like Islam older than what we put down. No, big dog. Y'all ain't put nothing down nowhere near old as my ancestors. That's new. So it was telling y'all, that's why I had to show y'all the breakdown of it. Mahomtain, Islamic. Our culture is way older than Mahomtain. That's what he was saying in the paperwork. Let's keep going. I gotta start putting some markers on this stuff because this stuff is crazy. But these receipts is crazy. Now, this one they're talking about the farmer, how the Indians, even Israelites, fulfilled that of y'all. I think y'all can see it. Roll the corn. Y'all screenshot this stuff. The Great Spirit. Screenshot this stuff so y'all go back and read this. Because he is explaining what he knew about the people of Israel over there, and he was watching the Indians do the same stuff with the wording of these ancient words, right? That's what makes this so interesting. Let me see what this was. Now, watch what it say now. Hence, the Americans may be the Punic. Americanas may be the Punics, people. You see that? They said it was the same language. Language is no conjecture. Americans may be Punic. You see that, right? Punic or Western Phoenicians. Punic or Western Phoenicians, Hebrews. Let's go back right here. Americans may be Punics. You see it? Punics or Western Phoenicians. Semitic maritime civilization. Now, everything I told y'all is ancient books saying the same thing I discovered just by researching that back up what I be telling y'all. Them damn Phoenicians, them Punics, them Carthaginians, all of that stuff is us. Just got different names on this side of the world. Let's look one more time. Screenshot that. Americans may be Punics. Either we was mixing at that time, but the original bloodline was there. I don't know if it's mixed or it's all them, but it was We were there though. That's a fact. That's a fact. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, I want y'all to look at this word right here. Sepulture. Right? Let me find it. Right there. Let me see. Let me see. Americans. It's this word right here. It's this word right here, y'all. Sepulture. Right? Sepulture. It's in this receipt somewhere. Punics. It might be the next receipt. Hold on. Let me see. Sepulture. But I want y'all to learn this word here. Sepulture. Right? A room of monument cut in rock, built in stone, in which the dead person is laid and buried in stone. Right? So they talked about sepulture of the Jewish people. The American Indians were doing the same thing. That teaching of burying our people in stone, sepulture, is an ancient word that was getting done over here that he said specifically the only people that was doing it were the Jewish or the Hebrew people, burying their people in sepulture, monuments, stone monuments, right? Now, watch this. Now, what I'm going to show y'all is well over the top. It's well over the top now. Now, watch this. Watch this. The Indians, right? Right there, the Indians. Great lovers of locks in a long hair. It is extremely, what? Great lovers of locks, long hair, locks, people, dreadlocks. Bro, the Indian got dreadlocks in his hair, bro. Here you go, right here. Look, locks, right there. See, I can't see it. There you go, right there. Locks. Locks. Great lover, the Indian, a great lover of locks with long hair. Screenshot that. Vonnie, appreciate that. You see it? The Indians, great lovers of locks in our long hair. y'all nigga walking around with Indian locks in y'all head. Talking about their Africans. Bro, they walk around with locks. That's crazy right there, bro. That's an elite receipt right there. See, I don't even call everything elite no more, but that's elite. That's elite. I almost forgot about that. I'm glad I didn't skip that in this live. Cause I be having to go through these. I gotta blow this stuff back up some type of way. Locks, right? They talk about American garments. The wrap around the head. That ain't even Arab, people. They talk about the wrap around the head. The head wrap, the scola. I think it's called a scola, or something like that. I'm trying to find it. But it's like a head wrap, a cloak, right? American garments to be like unto the, right? Like a damn, some type of wrap. Now let's keep going. Tribe of Israel sort might be something I want to show y'all in here. Tradition among the Jews, western part of the world. Hebrew letters were found amongst many. Okay. Many things of the ancestors agreeable mentioned to the Jewish scriptures. The Salmois writes of diverse matters. When they're talking about the ancestors, palm trees, and it was something I wanted to show y'all in here. This right here. Eldras. Estras. Now, Arzareth, Estras. The book of Estras, right, talks about Arzareth, America, or Tartary into America. But that F is an S. So there's Estras and an Arzareth. Now, the book of Estras is the hidden book of the Bible. Now, the book of Estras is the hidden book of the Bible. That's the part of the Bible where they talk about our people was brought back over here. That's why they took it out. Right? Hidden book of the Bible, Estras. That's why I was taken out, right? Because that's the part of the book where they get to talk about bringing people back home to their homeland. Estras 1 and Estras 2 are the hidden parts of the Bible. ESDRAS, right here. Let's go back. Right there. See that F? That F is an S, so that's Estras. So they're talking about Arzareth. Arzareth, taking the people back to Arzareth, which is America. That's what they're talking about in the book of Estras. The Assyrians are trying to take the people back to Arzareth in the book of Estras. So all this stuff go together. Now, the Indian who wrought the rude outlines upon the rock of Dighton. That's in Massachusetts, people. Dighton. He never dreamed that his work would ultimately come to be regarded as a evidence of Hebrew, Phoenician, or Scandinavian adventure in America. So their writing was Hebrew and Phoenician. An Indian wrote it on a stone in Dighton, Massachusetts. Let's go find it. See, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all. This shit ain't fake. There's ain't nothing fake about this. This is the stone. They go to Phoenician-looking translation. They go to American Indian wrote it. Think I'm bullshitting. I don't come to play. I don't come to play not one day on this live, people. As you can see here, Indian writing, same in Phoenician. They the same people. Hot butter fish grease. Roll the corn. Ooh, man. See, this the thing, y'all. We too uptight, bro. Like, everybody thinks somebody talking about somebody else. I'm just funny like that. I don't get offended like that unless you just get personal. I just be having fun. The people be learning. The shit funny. It make it all go together. It ease the day. Now, so don't take this shit personal. It just, you know. But let me go back. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all now. Dighton, right there. Dighton stone has Hebrew and Phoenician wrote on the stone, as you can see here. On the stone. Dolph ain't right there. Roll the corn. Now, was that last receipt? I had one more receipt. Let me see what I had. That's enough. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But what I want to say is, I can't see all this stuff. But what I want to say is, we are the only people with ancient tribes, people. We have to look at this thing different. If we are the only people with ancient tribes, all these different tribes are going to different parts of the earth. That's why they don't look alike. But they got the same basic teaching and the same basic knowledge, right? So if the tribe of up there in the northeast of America become the Sumerian, right? The tribe of the southwest of America become the first Egyptian, right? The Canaanite tribe become the people of the Phoenicians. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what I know now, right? The Choctaw tribe come from Georgia or some goddamn where. Because they the Yuchi Indians. I'm telling y'all what I'm telling. Bro, y'all be thinking I be bullshitting. I done researched this thing down to a science, bro. Them Yuchi Indians said they once left this land and went to a far off sea and built palaces. The earthquake hit and they came back home hundreds of years later. Thousands of years later. We had that much history written in these places, people. So the Yuchi, talking about some of their people left here a long time ago, end up coming back home after they tore up Crete in Greece with the earthquakes. That's a fact, bro. I got the receipts. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me see, can I pull up some of this stuff? See, this is the type of stuff people don't talk about, but this is what we need to be knowing, bro. Some of y'all ass is straight up Cretans. Some of you Georgia niggas got Cretan blood, went over there and built Greece and came home. I'm dead serious. Y'all laugh at this shit. Y'all laughing, but I'm dead. I'm talking about I'm drop dead serious. Now, the Yuchi tell a migration story of coming home of the sun in the east, having sailed across the Atlantic to the South Atlantic coast. The Yuchi Indians got real history, people, talking about how they ancestors left here and they end up coming back from the east. The Yuchi, children of the sun, tell a migration story of coming from the home of the sun in the east, having sailed across the Atlantic to the South Atlantic coast. Upon arrival, they found the lower southeast uninhabited by humans. Talking about they observed mounds left by earlier people. See, they ain't gonna tell you the whole story. They just gonna give you the Native American story. Let me give you the real story. See, the Native American story missing all the damn climaxes. Native American story weak. Our story like Boys in the Hood. This is a real hard ass story. The real Yuchi story is ancient ancestors left Tamari, the tribe of the Choctaw tribe, the Choctaw, the Choctaw, the Minian, the Cretan, left here with copper from the Great Lakes and built the island of Crete, right? They built Santorini, Greece, right? Some of their people went into the mainland and became the Mycenaean, the people of Athens, Greece, right? An earthquake hits that area. They say it was an earthquake, but it could have been somebody attacking them. Could have been, I don't know. But some type of tragedy hit the area of the Mediterranean Sea, and them people came right back home. Their ancestors had taught them about their ancestral land all through them hundreds and thousands of years, bro. And they still knew that their star going back to the west could take you back to your original homeland. And they said they came back to where? The southeast. Somebody was uninhabited by humans. Now, what are y'all trying to say? Wasn't no hunter-gatherers there? It was uninhabited by humans in the southeast. Makes sense to me. Wasn't no hunter-gatherers there deep in the south. It was all us, bro. In ancient times. Wasn't no damn human hunter-gatherers walking around in Georgia. Not with these big dog tribes. Over with for you. You on land you ain't gonna come off of. If you out there doing, you don't supposed to be there and you not virtuous. Them big ass giant niggas. Y'all think these was some little niggas, don't you? Boy, these people were 6'9", 6'5", 7 feet. These were the original man of the planet, tall, strong. The man, they found axes in America weigh 60 pounds, 50 pounds. Who walk around with a 50-pound, 60-pound axe? A big dog. Not no little dog. To even swing a 50 or 60-pound axe, you got to be in shape, people. I might can't swing one right now, and I'm 6'3". That motherfucker might break me down. I'm falling over. I need some air. Them people found axes in the mound made out of copper from the Great Lakes, 60 pounds. You don't even want to see who was swinging that axe. With no red orca paint on his face and he's 6'9", you don't want to see him. Especially on no hand-to-hand combat, you do not want to see him. This before guns, this before he an expert with the bow and arrow and he got a dagger and an axe. You don't want to see him in a Royal Rumble fight with no guns. Nah. Ain't nobody beating him. And another being on the planet beating the mound builder bloodline coming out with that axe weigh 50 pounds. You ain't beating it. Right? The hunter-gatherer don't beat us till the gun is created, people. See, what they don't want to tell you is they've been coming over here. Christopher Columbus, the Vikings, what's his name? The Viking dude they claim came over here. They got hit with so many bow and arrows, they took their ass home. Leif Erikson. Was it Leif Erikson, the Viking? His man got hit with so many arrows, he took his ass right back home. He said, fuck this shit, I'm out. They hit the beach, arrows just, arrows rain down. When they say arrows are raining down, you can't see the sun, they talking about us. They ain't talking about no damn Trojans and all that, and the Persians. Y'all watch 300. Y'all watch 300. Them our people. This our bloodline, the bow and arrow people. So many arrows in the sky, you can't see the sun and block the light. Leif Erikson said they pull up on the beach. Shoot, 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 shoot. We gone. We out. We out. They ain't have no guns, people. Them bow and arrows was crazy back then. So for the longest, what they want to tell you is our people fought for this land for thousands of years, hundreds and thousands of years, people, before people ever got a colony over here. The cannonball and the gun created the first colony in America. That's what they don't want to tell you. They want to tell you that old cute ass story like they just finally pulled up in 1490 something and finally got a piece of land. Nah. They had been pulling up. Right? Because our people in ancient times taught the people in the Mediterranean Sea how to make boats. So them people was on boats 2,000 years ago, a little bit over 2,000 years ago. We was on the boats 8, 9, 10,000 years ago. Now, they could not take this land without the firepower of a machine, people. So when people be asking me, how they take us over? We ain't got no guns, bro. We are still living with poison bow and arrows, hatchets, daggers, swords. These people got cannons, guns. That's how they took the land, right? We wasn't into all of that. The Mongolian came, the Mongolian bloodline came up with the gunpowder, right? Then the YT man learns it from them, takes them over, learns the technology of the gunpowder. Because the Mongolian were throwing bombs and shit. They warlords. So warlords create war machines, right? So the Mongolians, who were eventually native people, got some of their bloodline, they come up with the war of gunpowder, right? So gunpowder spreads through the Moorish, and then it spreads through the European people. And they come up with the gun, right? Now the gun changes history. Because without the gun, you'll be over here free right now. Without the gun, we'll be swimming in the Mississippi River right now. Parties all up the Mississippi River. Without the gun, you ain't got no rent, no car note, you don't owe nobody. You got 1,000 acres of land. You don't owe nothing. Ain't no taxes, ain't none of that. But the gun changed history. Now, when you pull up on these Indians with the bow and arrows now you have the gun. Now you can bust a couple times, at least get off the boat. At least hide in the wood for a minute, shoot. That changes the history of America. They take over their own country, they bring the guns over here. Now, there it is. Our people were still in nature with no guns, people. Still that good of a people. We had no war machines. We ain't got no planes. We ain't got no guns, no machine guns, no cannonballs. We ain't got no dynamite. We ain't got none of that shit. That is how they took this land. So when you be asking how these smart people got their land took, we were smart in nature, but we weren't smart in hurting people. They were. That's what you mean by they are a hoarding tribe, a warlord tribe, right? Our people was a peaceful people. They were a warlord tribe. They're not coming to kick knowledge. We coming to kick knowledge. Truth now pulling up kicking knowledge. A hunter-gatherer pulling up trying to blow your arm off. Cut your arm off your foot. He ain't coming to chop it up about no agriculture. He just gonna take it and eat. He just want to take it and eat the food. He don't want to learn how to grow it. So he pulling up on some evil shit with war tools because he know what he is on. He come for war. He know his little hunter-gatherer ass ain't finna talk up on nothing. Because once a civilized tribe sees these barbaric people, ain't nothing to talk about. The civilized people always said in the old books, if this other people do not till the soil and plant the seed, they are evil. Let me say that again. If these people do not flip the soil over and plant seed, they evil. So in the old books, it said when these other people came, they used to let them sit there right outside of the village and see what they were gonna do. Like give them a couple days. If they don't till that soil and be asking us for those seeds and be putting those seeds in the ground, we already know they evil. Because how they eating? See, this is where nature teaches you life, right? See, our ancestors were using nature to teach a bigger teaching, right? Nature teaches life. We use a nature story to teach a life story. You reap what you sow. They come from nature. Whatever you plant, that's what you're going to harvest. So we start using it as a saying of whatever you do in life, it comes back in the harvest. The hard work you done 3 years ago, gonna pay you off now. See what I'm saying? So nature translated into life teachings. The stars moving around translated into life teachings. And we use those agriculture teachings to teach life skills. You get it? So a lot of these things these people are reading are really agriculture and stars teaching our people life skills, but they're taking it literally, thinking it's some type of God doing it, but the whole time they're telling you, that's a star, nigga. It's a star. Stop. It's a star chasing a star. Enlil is the plowman in the sky, made out of stars with the corn shank. Enlil is a star. Enlil is the Butez star constellation, the plowman of the spring. See, they're telling you a star story to go along with agriculture in the spring, but when a dumbass Middle Eastern get it, he talking about it's an alien. That's why I don't like my melanated people teaching that shit, because it make you look stupid. That lets me know, a nigga like Billy Carson, you don't know what you talking about, bro. You can put that suit on tight as you want to. You can have your tie like this. Enlil and Inky. And you can do that all you want, bro. But you look like an idiot to somebody who know the truth. Because Enlil ain't nothing but the plowman of the sky. That's it. Star constellation. In the sky, just like this. Roll the corn. So the ancestors are telling you a story about a plowman. They go along with agriculture, right? At a certain time of year, right? And they sitting up here telling our own people that these are aliens who came and taught us how to be civilized, bro. When the whole time, our American ancestors are the people who civilized them people. Roll the corn. Over there talking about they looking for Gilgamesh. Y'all looking for Gilgamesh? You hunter-gatherers. Y'all found Gilgamesh, huh? Listen, bro. Do not follow these dummies' teachings, bro. Watch this. Oh, Bill Clinton wife looking for Gilgamesh in the Middle East. Really? She really, well, okay, bet. Hold on. That fake ass AI picture. Okay. All right. Y'all, people really be believing that shit. Okay. 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 Now, if Gilgamesh is real, why is he hooked to Inky in the Southern Hemisphere after dark? Let me say that again a little slower. If Inky and Gilgamesh are real, why are they associated with the night sky in the southern part of the night sky after dark at night. Let's go look. Mesopotamian astronomical mythology. Gilgamesh and Enkidu together represents Gemini constellation. The Epic of Gilgamesh. This is the same story as the hero twins of the Mayans. This is the same story as the hero twins of the Mississippians. This is the same story that come from Timeri. This is the hero twin story. This is the sun and Sirius and zodiacs all mixed together, going around in a circle, telling you a story. Anu is Orion on the horizon. Enki is the southern hemisphere stars. Enlil is the northern hemisphere stars. So the Epic of Gilgamesh is telling you stars and suns and zodiac story all whipped in one gumbo pot. And hunter-gatherers are out here trying to dig up a fake Gilgamesh. Ain't no damn Gilgamesh. Ain't no Enki, dog. It's a teaching. Now, the Sumerians are talking about their story. That automatically lets me know they are astrologers. The plowman is one of their gods. I told y'all stars are gods. The plowman of the Bootes star constellation. Right? We got mounds aligned with that. The oldest mound I've seen in America is aligned with Aldebaran. Aldebaran is a part of the Bootes star constellation. So this is mound builders' knowledge. That's a fact. Ancient mound builders had to map this shit out long before the Sumerians ever started teaching that story. Because somebody had to put a teaching with the stars and put the story together, right? Now, the Bootes star constellation is the plowman, the herdsman. Now, the brightest star in that, I'm tripping, it ain't Aldebaran, it's Arcturus. The brightest star in that alignment is Arcturus, the ox driver, the plowman, right? This is why we use the ox and all this stuff. All this stuff go with Hebrew, right? Now, the plowman is known as who? Who is the plowman? The stars of the constellation Bootes were identified as the supreme deity Enlil. Enlil, people. Enlil. Mol Shupa. Ak Molgi. Ak Molgi. Mol is Hebrew. Mol means star, people, in Samaria. Same thing it mean over here. Akmolgi. Akmolgi River, M-U-L, is star in ancient Mesopotamia. Mol is star, star. Mol is a Sumerian sign for star. Constellation, planet, mole, the stars, star of stars. We talking stars here, big dog. We ain't talking no goddamn real people. So Enlil, often listed as Mol Shupa, is a star constellation in the northern hemisphere, associated with agricultural cycles. This is an agriculture teaching of mound builders, people. That's exactly what that is. It's just that simple. He's the herdsman, Enlil. Now they got a lot to do with Christianity too. Some of that teaching right there became Christianity too. You gotta know that. And Allah is the moon god, huh? Exactly right. Islam is based on moon alignments. Right? The Sumerian used moon alignments too, though. Facts. By the time the Sumerian popped out, they knew moon alignments, sun alignments, star alignments. Sumerian were the most advanced people that ever touched over there first. Right? And I believe that that bloodline came from the Atlantic side of America. From the northeast down to the Atlantic, to the lower Atlantic. That bloodline come from that area somewhere. Because we got Abenaki Indians. Then I found Mesopotamian cuneiform ancient artifacts found in mounds in America. So that's where they come from. And so you must know about the northern hemisphere stars and the southern hemisphere stars. What part of the world are you seeing these stars from goes along with what part of the world you in, you can see different stars, the southern or the northern hemisphere. And that's how they taught it. Depending on what you're seeing and what area of the world you are in. All they go together now. See, that's why it's hard to figure out. Like a lot of people be trying to figure out star alignments, but you're using a northern hemisphere star alignment from a southern, where people are living in the southern hemisphere. So Mexico's star alignment is going to be different from the star alignment of like the southeast. Because the southeast is on 33rd parallel. It's that somebody in the southern hemisphere is teaching different stars. Right? Can I join, please? Bro, you don't even follow me, man. Get your ass out of here. So I want to show y'all that. But like I was showing y'all in the beginning of the live, let me go show y'all this one more time. Because this is powerful information right here. Choctaw. Choctaw is an anglicized version of Choctaw. Choctaw comes from Choklah. Choklah is associated with Choctaw and Choctaw people. Historic clans, right? Subgroup Iksa. Chukla Iksa. Now, Choklah is agra, farming, agriculture. So Choctaw comes from this word right here, which is Choklah, which is agriculture in Hebrew. The agriculture people. That's fire. I don't care what nobody say. That is fire. That's the truth. That is a Hebrew tribe name turned anglicized, culturally assimilated into an English word, which is Choctaw. Now, all our ancestors sitting down there in the South, or really all over America, but who are farming, come from a different part, different tribe, different bloodline. Now, my grandma said she was Choctaw. These people come from Hebrew beginnings. That's why they still out there farming tobacco. My grandma ain't stopped farming tobacco. My great-grandma ain't stopped farming tobacco, right? Until the 1930s, people. She was still on her farm in the 1930s. Then they got the rest of the land and she came on to Jackson, Mississippi. So these people were farming over 100 and some acres of tobacco, corn and cotton for their own self now, not for nobody else, until the land was taken through taxes, right? You bought the land from under them through taxes. Then you make them a sharecropper because you bought their land through taxes. Now you come back with the paperwork because you bought their land through taxes from a state that just started, people. The state just starts. This is how you get them. If you can't take it from them, you take it from them through taxes. Right? So 1817, Mississippi becomes a state. My ancestors are on their ancestral land that they've been there forever. Right? Starting in 1817, Mississippi becomes a state. Taxes hit that land every year from 1817. You get it? They have so many acres. It's going to take 100 years to buy all these acres up from under these people. 1817, Mississippi become a state. 1930-something, my grandma got 1 or 2 acres left out of damn near 200 acres. It took them hunter-gatherers 115 years to buy back tax my grandma land. These people know nothing about taxes. They are not Africans. Africans knew about taxes. They been got took over. So if this was an African, she would have knew that they were trying to take her land because that is their fucking culture over there. Now, our culture is we know nothing of the state. We know nothing of the government. We know nothing of no fucking treaties of the Moors. We don't know. See, only Moors know treaties of Moors. Truth now don't know a Moorish treaty. I couldn't recite y'all one, and I can remember shit vividly. I have never went there and read their paperwork because it never aligned with my spirit to go look at that shit. Right? Now, my people come from a free land. We the last free land on the face of the earth, people. See, what you must understand is our people are free 500 years ago, people. All through history. Can't no other country say that. So, if we never seen a government that taxed the land and the people, we don't know nothing about that shit. You get it? So boom, I'm on my land, colonizers come. Melanated and white people. I don't even know what's going on. I just see new clans of people just popping up the street. Folks coming in from all over the place, selling up the street. We don't never leave our land because we always been there. So now they set the governments up and the army comes in. You bring in this little weak ass army, right? Army start walking through the South looking for free land. You come across 250 Choctaws on their own land, tobacco field, corn, cotton, everywhere. Your army might have 60 people, 50 people on horseback. Y'all not finna take on that 250. You're not finna do it. Odds are well against you with them 250. So you leave that land right there alone. That land becomes a part of the city that y'all set up. But them melanated Indians still own it, right? We can't take it like Tyson got the belt. We can't take it the violent way. So we're going to let the people of the town who move in beside these people. We already took the other people's farmland and had 2 or 3 people. Y'all got 3 people on all these beautiful acres of corn. They going there and unalive them people right on their land. Move right in their house, people. My great-grandma told me this shit. I'm telling you. Them people used to go and take over weaker people's house, hurt them people, and live right there on their farm, and they still own that farm today. See how serious this shit is? Now, since we so deep on our land, don't nobody mess with us. But the man who killed the damn people up the street, he want our land and his. He want the land they took when they killed the people, and he want our land too. But he can't get our land with no gun. He going down there with pennies on the dollar buying our land from a state that don't even own it. Let's go down here to the Hines County, to the Rankin County, Mississippi County, downtown down there and buy up a couple of the Taylor's land. Let's go buy some of their land. They're gonna keep buying until we buy all of it. Then we buy all of it, we're gonna go make them work for us on their land. They already cultivated. So years go by. They're still, the YT people are telling their descendants that this is what we doing. They putting them on game. They putting them on game, people. Now, we ain't even in y'all monetary system when Mississippi becomes a state. We're not even in your monetary system. We don't even know how y'all money work, bro. Let alone go pay some taxes. There's a European system on a primary land mass. We don't know how to make y'all money. We don't work for y'all money. We don't know nothing about y'all money. We had to gradually learn how to work with y'all money. So by the time we learn how to work with y'all money and that y'all buying my land up from a corporation of a town that we don't know nothing about, our land gone. Now that the police station and all these armies backing this shit up. Now the police of the small town where we once was indigenous to, Albert Rashoni to, they coming in. Now the police got whole fucking army right back on our land. Y'all know that man up the street bought all y'all land, right? Y'all work for him. He go to paperwork. He all come with the paperwork 100 years later, 1920, 1925. My grandma like, whoa. Man, I bought all our land up. Now we a sharecropper. Once was all my fields, now it's all his. So you deal with that. You work with these people for a couple of years until you realize it's a scam, people. I'm not gonna be able to feed my family off these shit. I'm giving them all my crop every time they harvest. They left me a little small patch of land where my house sit at. All my family members crammed in this one house now, when we used to live all over the land. So now, the people who bought your land up are rich. They rich now. They got stores. They're taking your crops to the main city. They shipping them back across the water. They rich now. 100-something years later, they rich as hell. They got all the land, all the farmland, all the harvest money. They rich. They start opening up stores and banks and all type of other shit in the capital city of Jackson. Andrew Jackson made Jackson the capital city, named after him, Andrew Jackson. So the hunter-gatherers, Andrew Jackson, the big war chief, just started the capital city of Mississippi up there in the middle of the Mississippi. We finna go put some stores up there. They gonna open up their stores in Jackson because the war chief told them that's the capital. Now they telling our people back in the country town, I got businesses up there. You can move up there and go work in my business, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah, you You cook that good old crawfish and crab leg, and we're going to start up a seafood restaurant in Jackson. Ain't really nothing left here to do. We got machines now. It's 1930. We took all your land. You poor. You might well move to Jackson to work for us. Our shit up there for a better life. That's exactly what she do. She moved to Jackson, take a job from the same people that took her land and live in Jackson. That's how my grandmama and mama, and I'm from Jackson. You get the story now? This is a hustle, people. It take time to hustle them, but we gonna get them. Now y'all looking at these hunter-gatherer white folks like they rich and powerful, and they better than you and they smarter than you, but all they did was use a scam and took your ancestors' shit. That don't make them nothing. Now you riding by these big old beautiful houses on these farms. You thinking they rich, they built them with their own hands and feet and strength and knowledge. No, that shit was taken already that beautiful. They built upon a house that was already there, and they got machinery to make it look better in the 30s and 40s. You get it? Now they out there with these big ass elaborate ranches and shit. They ain't bought none of that. Their ancestors took it from our people. And they people, their descendants, still live there today acting like they rich. Even though they is probably rich, because if you get a free crop and some free workers, hell yeah, you're going to get rich. If I go out there to Humboldt County and take 100 acres of gas, and I got free gas workers out there, and they bagging up pounds of gas, and I'm selling it for free work, how am I going to get rich? So I got to explain this shit in hood terms so my people can understand. I got free work, free labor, and free product. Ain't no other way you're going to get richer faster than that. You paying these people a penny on a dollar, bro. And my great-grandmama them had tobacco fields. So you already know tobacco is still a billion-dollar business today. Imagine what it was back then when it was rare to Europeans. Imagine. When the tobacco trade wasn't even set up with cigarette packaging and Black and Miles and all that, you had to roll that thing out the field. You gonna get it out the field, you ain't getting none. So now, my bloodline go from 200 acres of tobacco fields with houses all over it to a 2-room shack in Jackson, Mississippi. And then y'all want to tell us, why y'all selling dope? Why everybody mad and killing each other? Nigga, you put us in the war zone poor. See, you got to know your real history. Let them people tell you that you got a fighting chance and they took all your shit long time ago. You got a chance because you are who you are. We are the only people to come up out of that shit ever in history. We're the only people to come out of it and still become doctors and lawyers and astronauts and army generals and shit. We're the only people that ever done it. The other cultures that laid there and took their shit, then become nothing. That's why they want to come over here and go to school so bad. You are God's chosen people. That's why you still can take that oppression and still come up. Another culture would have been gave up. Y'all boy got houses, cars, jewelry, all type of stuff. Them folks ain't got none of that. Full refrigerator full of food, motorcycles. Y'all don't supposed to have none of that. Y'all are just a strong people, bro. They can't break you. You might not always have exactly what you want, but you got what you need. They can't break you. They tried. Believe me, they tried. So what I'm telling y'all is, we are the strongest people on the planet, God's chosen people, the jewels of God. That's where the word Jew come from. Y'all are the jewels of nature, the jewels of God. They can't really stop us. They can only hinder you. You're too smart, you're too fast. They want to put the police on you. Oh, that's why they want to keep. It ain't because you black, it's because you indigenous. They are controlling indigenous populations. Okay, look at it like this. One more thing before I get out of here, y'all. If I stick all the indigenous people after I take their land in the inner city, now what can I do with them? If I take the whole state of Michigan, take all the little small towns, take all the land in the small towns, run all the melanated people to Detroit, right? Then what I do? I box them in, people. I try to control them. I got all of them in one spot. All of them in my watchful eye in every state. See what I'm saying? Now we control. Now we can police these niggas. We know what neighborhood they live in. We know where they at. We know what stores they go to. Now we can police them. We can't police them spread it out. We can police their ass together though. You get it? Make the taxes higher in that county. Make the taxes higher in that county where they live. While we live out here on their ancestors' land with no damn taxes. How a car tag in Jackson, Mississippi, $1,000, but the same car tag in goddamn Wakapanaka, Mississippi is $5, $10. You tax their houses, you tax their cars, you tax the shit out the niggas right there in the area where we forced them. You police the shit out of them. You kill them right there. You do everything. You keep their ass right there. You get it? Now you get it? It's a game, people. They already know the game. It's a chess game of life, of movement, of how to control people. You can't control these niggas all over the state. You got to force them to one spot. Throw the coin. It's rigged. Then you do redlining so they can never buy a house out here where the white tea people at. You might get one today, but I don't even want this shit no more. Back then, you couldn't get no house in their area. It was redline. You had to live in a certain area. That's by design, bro. They want you in that area. They can watch you and control you in that area. This area is heavy policed. And I'm going to say this one more time. It ain't because you melanated. It's because you indigenous. Indigenous turned to racism. It didn't start with racism, then went to indigenous. It was indigenous, then racist. Y'all don't like them because they're indigenous. Now we just don't like them because they're melanated. You got to understand where this shit started from. The Moors kicked their ass over there, and they didn't like melanated people. And then on top of that, you the enemy because we took your land. So you melanated, and you don't like us because y'all know we took y'all land. So hell no. Put all of them in one spot. Put the dope out there. Because we got jails making a whole lot of money. Put the liquor out there. We got liquor making a whole lot of money. Put the guns out there so they can kill each other. So the police upside your head. Your own people got guns against you. The drugs killing us. The alcohol killing us. And we sitting right there in the middle of no agriculture fields. So we got to buy our grocery from them. We got to buy the heat, the lights. You got to buy everything from them. You get it? It's a monopoly game. They stick you in that motherfucker and you just bang around the game and spend your money until you die. Just bang around the game like a pinball. That's the truth. But if you was out there on your ancestors' land, you wouldn't be in the game at all. You get where I'm going with this? Now, why would I recite paperwork from the people who created the game. Think about it. Why would I go in there and go through the treaties of these people who created the game? The game rigged. Because when you figure out a way to beat the game, they change the rules of the game. Right? That's like me making a layup and tying the game, but they changed a layup to 3 points now. Now I win the game. All I got to do is change the game, and I'm going to win every time. So once you figure it out, they change the game. It's a never-ending game-changing story. So you can never get enough paperwork to get what you're trying to do. It's a never, you see what I'm saying? So anybody teaching this shit is teaching you how to spin your wheels in the mud. Spinning your wheels in the mud, bro. The Choctaw and Chickasaw today are a corporation. Right? Now, if I start my old tribe name, that's different. Now, I can do that, but I'm not going under their corporated name that is anglicized English. That'll be foolish. It's not my tribe no more. It's their tribe now. Let them motherfuckers have this shit. They took it. Well, that name, right? So why would I want to get federally recognized to be under a fake Choctaw tribe? And then I walk up in there and number hunter-gatherers. And my ancestors fought these same people. Now I'm in here trying to be around them. No. Ain't how real niggas roll. It's like y'all stole my car and you riding in my car looking at me like I'm walking. You stole my car, you looking at me like, this nigga walking? Nigga, you in my car. I'm not finna ride with you, I'm finna do something to your ass. See, we got to talk back making sense of this shit. Now, anybody who is teaching the chess master's game on paperwork has to be crooked. That's how I look at it, people. I can't look at it no other way. My great-grandma told me them folk were crooked, bro. They crooked. They took all my shit. They crooked. So how can I be in 2026, go on live and be showing Moorish paperwork and Moorish teachings and aliens and goddamn the peace and love treaty and the sun-dry treaty? Why would I teach that? The treaty of the rabbit treaty. And how can I get on here and try to make sense of it and it ain't made for my people? Ain't nothing made for us, y'all. Them people talking about natives, bro. Y'all be trying to act like y'all the people they talking about in the treaty. They not talking about your ass. They said you were 3/5 of a man long time ago. They didn't say you was no damn Indian. So why are you trying to force yourself into who they talking about? They ain't talking about you. Even if they did have a melanated Indian there, they switched it out right in your face. So when they switched it out, they ain't talking about you no more. When they get to call you African American and black and nigga, and they ain't talking about you no Indian no more. You still think they calling you Indian then? They calling you black. No ethnicity, no tribe, no background. 3/5 of a man. So now, an African American with no tribe, no nation, no Hama Okla. He ain't got none of it. So now, you just an African American, no tribe, no bloodline, no ancestors, no kinfolk. You just black. You just black. Dead in the eyes of anybody living. Come on now. It can't be true. So therefore, anybody who trying to call me a foundationally black has to be the police. You got to be down. You got to be an agent. Ain't no way. You got to be an agent, bro. I'm sitting on this internet every day breaking down words that go right along with the most ancient, beautiful language on the face of the earth, and you still want to call yourself black. I'm foundationally black. You got to be stupid. You got to be stupid, bro. You got to find your bloodline, your tribe, your okla. You got to find it, bro. Because tribes just ain't. See, they try to teach us Native Americans are the tribe people. When really, tribes was here well over 5,000 years ago. So therefore, if an ancient tribe was here, that means they were before all them other natives and all that shit. They would call themselves tribes. Where y'all think y'all got the tribe ideology from, Native Americans? Our people were the first tribes. Everything y'all learned from us. Our people would have felt the first for my teachings. Not y'all. So therefore, when I get to looking around overseas and I get to seeing Canaanites and Palestinians, right? Philistines, right? And they wearing feathers on their head. Now I get it. Now I get it. These are ancient Hebrews, Canaanites. Same people. They're not going to fit. This is a bloodline, people. This is a tribe. This is a nation. Black is not none of these people. You can't say, oh, the Canaanites, they blacks. No, nigga, they the Canaanites. They the tribe of this or the tribe of that or the nation of this. They just ain't no damn African American. No black. Them people changed God's chosen people to blacks. You see what they doing? I'm gonna go over the top of all that African American shit. I'm gonna go over that. They changed the jewels of God to blacks. You went from this all the way to this. The jewels of God to niggas. Jewels of God to African Americans. God's chosen people to niggas in the hood. Blacks. She's sad. Roll the corn. That's what happened, bro. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Hope y'all learned something, man. If y'all missed the front part of this live, go to my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. And I put these lives on YouTube every day. Roll the corn. That's my cash out. Appreciate that. Y'all want them hoodies, hop in the DM. I just got some new colors in. I'm finna send all this stuff out. So, love y'all. I'm in love with y'all. Have a good day, man. Appreciate the support. Subscribe to my YouTube. Holler at me if you want a hoodie. And we know the truth now in the cash out, man. Love you. I'm in love with you. Y'all be safe today. Be great, man. Be great. We know the truth now.